Welcome back to the Midnight Who Show, and today we're going to do a quick little review of Ravenous 2. Now here's, of course, the front with the brand new Doctor Who logo, and we got the robots of death, Krampus, and the Doctor Liv and Helen side. There you go. That. You can pause right there if you want to read all of that. Box set consists of 4 stories, as usual. Of course, Escape from Kaldor, Better Watch Out, Fairy Tale of Salzburg. These two are, of course, a 2-parter, and Seizure. So yeah, I really did enjoy this box set. I think Big Finish did a great job continuing on the adventures of Ravenous. I thought, of course, the first box set was pretty good. I liked how it was very standalone in that box set. We have the overarching idea of the Ravenous. And this box set continues it where there's a little bit more standalone, but the last story really gets this Ravenous plot line. It starts it off. But yeah, I really like this box set. So, Escape from Kaldor. I really like this story because, of course, more robots of death of Kaldor, which I thought was pretty cool. And, of course, we get to learn a little bit more about Liv's family, which I thought was kind of cool. Because I think, Liv, I like how they keep developing her character, and I think that is much needed. And this story definitely continue that, and I really liked also, it's just a great setting. They're the robots of death. We know what's going to happen, and the story definitely brings that up again. And I think Matt Fitton did a great job bringing some more robots of death into the universe, and I really liked it. And, also, it's like she's Liv's is just kind of reluctant to be there, and I like that. So, the next 2 stories, which are the 2-parter, Better Watch Out and Fairy Tale of Salzburg, I really enjoyed these 2, and they're Christmassy time stories. Yes, this is why I reviewed this box set around this time of the year, because of these 2. I really enjoyed these 2 stories. Of course, you're going to the little, it's kind of like the Doctor's taking them to a traditional European Christmas, and there's something kind of going on in this town, and, what's going on in Salzburg, and the story by John Torrey is fabulous. I really like the idea of Krampus. I think that is a genius idea. And just because it's such a, kind of the anti-Santa, and I really thought it was a great idea to have the Doctor face off against the anti-Santa, even if the Doctor's kind of like, there's probably some explanation for it. And I like that. Of course, it also sends the Doctor and a bunch of the population to the hell, once Krampus comes, and it has to let Liv and Helen try to save the day, and I really enjoyed that the story did that. So yeah, this is probably my favorite story in this box set, just because it's a very Christmassy Doctor Who story with a twist, bringing in the Krampus, and, the Doctor having to try to save the day, but also being sent to hell along with the population. And, of course, I think the portrayal of Krampus is awesome in this story, so John Doherty did an amazing job on this 2 story. He's just a great writer altogether. So the last story, which is Seizure, it's like, you're going to this TARDIS which is dying, you re-meet the 11, you get to see the 11 again, and I think that's awesome, and, you get to see him kind of being his kind of crafty 11 self, you get to see all the portrayals again. I like hearing the 11, I'm glad they brought back the 11. The Ravenous. And the Ravenous voices and all that is creepy. It's a very good introduction to these Ravenous, and also it's like something that the Time Lords really are scared of, and I really thought this was a great introduction, and of course it brings on to what's going to happen in the 3rd box set, and this story definitely did good. The sound design, the casting, and also the introduction of the Ravenous made that a really enjoyable story. So yeah, Ravenous 2, it was a great box set. I think I like that they're still continuing that kind of more standalone type stories, but also have a little bit of the Ravenous bring into it, and I really like this, and the story had some returning foes to the Doctor Who world, and also kind of Krampus, and also the 11, and also the Ravenous. Did a great job. These 4 stories were really good. Yeah, I really enjoyed this box set. So if you guys listen to this box set, tell me your guys' thoughts on it in the comments below. And this is, of course, the last video of 2018. So have a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and Happy New Year. And I'll see you guys on January 9th for all new videos. Bye, everyone.